What's going on, creative people? This is Creativity is an Idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative people. And I am your host, Pyeric. You know what? Today I have a witch in the house. I'm saying I have a witch in the house. And that kind of witch, when he told me his name, I was like, okay, tell me more. Tell me more. How did you get that name? And he went on and explained it to me. And there is a reason behind the name. And his name is Das the Witch.
Yes, sir.
And he is our guest today. He is a music artist. So we are going to creative people. We are going to listen to what he has been through, what he has been doing, and how he gets his source of creativity. So Das the Witch. Anyway, Das, tell me, who are you, man?
Man, I'm just a creative person, a musical person. I've always loved music and just really found a way to get my ideas and express my concerns and how I feel in the best possible way without going to jail or anything.
Without going to jail. Hey, what way will make you go to jail? Tell me.
Shoot, man, just getting in fights, just being dumb, being stupid. Like music, it saves you, or just from being depressed. Anything, you could be going through anything. Just music just always helped me through.
Okay.
So hell yeah.
That sounds good. So that was Das the Witch. So Das, you said you've been in Charlotte since you were in you're in north of Charlotte.
North Charlotte,
North
yeah.
Charlotte. And you've been here since the age of 16, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you, how was your childhood like?
Man, so far my childhood was pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no complaints. I actually grew up in a small town called Tegakay, South Carolina, for a little while, and that's really kind of where I get like most of the inspiration for my music because it was like out in the open. South Carolina is nothing like the big city. You know what I'm saying? Or so it's just out in the open, a lot of fields. Just I was able to just grow up basically. And then I came here to the north side of Charlotte when I was like 14, 15, you know what I'm saying, around there, and just, did high school out here and then did some college, and then, yeah.
Did some college. Hey, what did you do with the college?
I'm actually still in college.
You're still in college?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Yep. I'm at CP right now. Shout out to CP. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also at UNC Charlotte, too. So it's a little bit back and forth in between online classes and, just making it do what it do, man. I'm just trying to swim through, just, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to find my lane.
I feel you on
Yeah.
that. So tell me, growing up in Charlotte, in North Carolina to be precise, in general, what event wouldn't you forget, good or bad?
That's a deep one, man. Probably not to take it deep or anything, but just when my father passed away. So yeah, that was like a really defining moment right there. And then, that's about it.
How did you feel?
I mean, crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see a person in the morning, expect to see him again when you come home. You know what I'm saying? You have to have someone else tell you that you're probably never gonna see. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna see him again. So it's just like that in and of itself is like a jolt. But I mean, you get over it. You really do. I know it sounds kind of harsh to say, but it is what it is. I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. They tell you, oh, he's no more. A whole lot of memories coming back.
Yeah. I'm guessing you went through something similar.
Yeah, my uncle, he did pass away, and I saw him when he was gone. Like I saw him, people were around him. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's. I left the situation. I started walking back home, and I just stopped.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was thinking of all the things he was saying to me, all the things, like everything came into one full force onto me,
Mm-hmm.
like zoom, like
Yeah.
okay, this is what he said. He said do this. He said don't do this. He said do this. You know, all those memories, his
Yeah.
laugh, his smiles, and everything.
That's what does it, man.
Yeah.
That's what does it, man. And it's like it all comes flooding right back in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. You just got to keep your head up.
Yeah.
That's how I be looking at it. Just look on the bright side of things. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
all about really. It's about perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, and then number two, it's just good energy. Just
Yeah.
try and give good energy. But when bad energy comes, you got to have a way to fuel it. And push it out.
Push it out. All right, which boy? Let's flow. So tell me, man. So how and when did you decide to do music? How did you get the idea to be a music artist?
It would literally be probably around this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just got the idea. It was a couple of homies of mine. They were just like, yo, you should really probably take this shit seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was like, nah, man, I'm not really. I just liked creating music just because, when nigga get depressed and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or just going through life in general, relationships, good or bad, it was just, you're able to express yourself. So, yeah, that's what I started doing. And then, I would be like, yo, check this song out. And they'd be like, that one's trash. Next thing I'd be like, yo, check this one out. They'd be like, oh, okay. The next one I'll be like, check this one out. And they'll be like, all right, bro, you need to, you know what I'm saying? You might need to put this out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we started doing.
And what you started doing. So I would say you had a great influence from your friends.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Shout out to Plays, man. Shout out to Young Plays. Shout out to Bill. Everyone over at 8th Records, Yoko. It's crazy, man. It's without my friends, like I don't think I'd be doing this 100%. Seriously. So, because my friends are gonna tell me if it's bullshit or not. That's straight up. That's facts. So it's like if it gets through them and it's cool with them, then I'm like, all right, cool. So
it's good to tell you, okay, this is trash. That is not.
Yeah.
But,
I would hate for like, you know what I'm saying, someone to always tell you what you want to hear. Like, nah, give me the facts, but shoot.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Nah.
No, that is good, but it's not good and you're letting him go out with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't let your mans go out bad, man. Don't let them go out sad, man.
I remember I watched this, what is it, American Idol?
Mm-hmm.
And Simon was judging a lady, and the mom was by the lady, and he was like, "Is this your mom? Is she your mom?" The girl was like, "Yes, she's my mom." She's like, "You are responsible for what is going on now. You have been endorsing this kid for her to come and do this." So it's like, when you think about it, the mom has been supporting the kid to do trash.
Yeah.
Though you're praising your kids, she's doing well, but deep down what the kid is doing could be improved or it's trash.
Mm-hmm.
So the mom was responsible for what the kid was doing that time. So it's good that you have good friends who tell you what it is and they don't sugarcoat stuff for you or tell you something different.
And even just like even besides the music, man, I'm just saying just in life, like if I'm about to make a bad decision, they gonna let me know, you know what I'm saying? Or I may be hard-headed, that's what a lot of them tell me sometimes, but seriously, like they'll let me know, yo, don't do this, you don't need to be doing this, you don't need to be messing around with this, you don't need to be messing around with this female, you know what I'm saying? Just different things, like they be looking out for real. That's on God. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So day in, day out, right? You doing the music now, day in, day out. What do you do to see progress?
Day in, day out, man, I would just say I would just create. I always try and write, always come up with something. Different people. I may write for some people. I'm not going to mention any names like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Can't mention no names, but, I still try and, keep myself, going in it. So, yeah.
Day in, day out, you do something, you write music.
Got
That
you.
keeps you going.
or find a beat. It could be simple as just finding a beat, going through beats that, my producer may send me a pack of beats, just going through the beats. You know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff, like just simple stuff.
Simple.
It's simple, but it's like it's the minute things that I know like not everyday people do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take pleasure in those minute things. Like I take pleasure in like, going, finding the beat, listening over and over again, then picking that one, then comparing it to like 4 others that I may find, and then sitting down and actually writing to that one that, you know what I'm saying, that actually I was like, oh, it's better than the rest of these 4, So yeah, it's a long process for me.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So there's this law, right, Dust? And it's a Newton's law. It goes this way. I'm going to sort of paraphrase it. It says, in order for you to go up, you have to let certain things down. So what did you have to leave behind to start seeing progress in your music venture?
Wow, that's deep. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Spending time with ones that you love. That's you have to honestly, you have to say to yourself, this is what I'm doing. Is it worth it? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it takes your time. It does. But I mean, if you love it, it doesn't feel like it. But at the same time, there are certain sacrifices that I had to make, certain relationships, because I just wasn't able to put in that much time, So I would say that would be one thing. Yeah.
Do you have another?
Oh man!
Hey, let it out. Let it out. Hey, this is
all right. Let me keep it real. Let me keep it real with you. Okay. So, right, I just kind of took a break from school. Let's put it like that. And I'm really actually close to being done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say anymore, but I'm
almost done.
Really, really close.
But you know what? Fuck it. Let's take a break.
But it wasn't, see, the break though it wasn't my choice, and it wasn't anything academic related, if you catch my drift. So, I'm just taking just a little bit of break, but I'm gonna go right back and finish out my degree and stuff. But honestly, I was still doing this while in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was still rapping and stuff, making music, helping other people. So it was like, I would have been doing it regardless. That's what all my friends try and tell me. Like, you would have been doing this regardless. So that's how it is.
All right. That sounds good. So at this point, Daz, what is your source of creativity?
My number one source of creativity is just, it's going to sound crazy, but it's going to be open landscapes. Open landscapes. Like, I don't know if you ever, like, been, like, someplace and it's just been, like, breathtaking.
Vast.
Like, it surrounds you. Like, almost where, like, heaven meets earth. Seriously. Like, that's the kind of zone that I go into. Like, to just paint a little picture, right? If I'm recording a song and the beat, like the song, The Shooter, right? Like, the beat kind of sounds like you're at an ocean, and at the same time, like, you're in an elevator, right? So it's like I'm trying to combine that feeling of when it's like you look up and it's maybe 6 o'clock, kind of pale blue sky, not too dark, but like not too light out, you know what I'm saying? And it's just no one's around you, nothing is around you for as far as your eyes can see. You know what I'm saying? That's where that song would play. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of mood that I'm going for. That's the kind of song that I would play. So yeah.
You get your inspiration from a vast sort of a plain landscape.
Yeah, and I go places where that's like, sometimes I go out to South Carolina, as you know, and then I go all the way out to Mooresville. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm used to seeing places, that's just open. You know what I'm saying? and then I kind of try and tie that in with like now, basically, like the current state. So
That's
yeah.
good. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who would you consider as your influencer
Mm.
in your life or in your music?
Hmm.
Who would you consider as your influencer? Still trying to run away from the mic, man.
Oh shit. Honestly, I mean, there's so many people. Like, okay, let's
Mhm.
break it down like this. Who influences me lyrically is gonna be guys like Danny Brown and like Kendrick Lamar. Just
Mhm.
how like they are able to just say whatever they gotta say, but put it in the music, and then you got entertainment wise,
Mhm.
it's gonna be like Cardi, Diego Money, like people that took like internet sounds and then expressed how they felt. Do you know what I'm saying? Through those sounds, like, so that's who I'm really heavy into. I see both lanes and how it plays out. So I drive inspiration from pretty much all four of those people.
All four of those people.
Hmm.
So there's this thing that I usually know, and that is, you know what? Before I even go into that, let me ask you:
Hmm.
looking at the music industry, right?
Hmm.
What are your views?
I think anything's possible right now. I think anything is 100% possible right now. And the reason why I say that is because honestly, Leo Korn said it. You know what I'm saying? Anyone right now
Mm-hmm.
can get up a following,
Mm-hmm.
get a videographer, and do exactly what the label does. Do you know what I'm saying? All you need the label for is what now? To take you to the next commercial. They put a couple more zeros behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's tons of people who are in states that just love being at that, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. If you can write for other people, you can still perform, do shows and stuff. So it's like the current state right now, man, is anyone can build up a franchise. Anyone can set up shop and build up a franchise. You just have to be good. You know, I feel like your sounds have to be dope. As long as it's dope, man, people gonna fuck with you. I know I would, you know what I'm saying? Like I hear people on SoundCloud and like Instagram all the time, and I'm just like, God dang, this shit's fire. Like, this shit is fire. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like, why am I gonna, no offense, but like someone who's already signed and has a deal, if their stuff doesn't sound like, you know what I'm saying, the guy that's on Instagram or YouTube, and you know what I'm saying, his beats are banging, then it's like, I'm gonna start following him. Like, classic example is like guys like Xavier Wolf. Like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, his beats slap, bro. Like, his beats slap. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's underground. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, his shit's fire, but he's not everywhere. He's not in your face, I
Mm-hmm.
should say. He's not on the radio. So, yeah.
I feel on
That
that.
he was able to build up an empire just from, music. And a lot of people do. A
So
lot of,
anything is possible in the music industry now.
yeah,
Looking at
now,
it,
thanks to the internet, I should say.
that the thing they call internet.
The internet, nah.
Internet. Wow. So Dust, tell them, how can they reach out to you? Oh, you know what? Before we do that,
Yeah.
what do you have going on currently, which you would like to let the listeners know?
Oh,
Because
yeah, man.
they can follow you, and I would say 2020, 2025, someone will be listening to this
Of course.
audio, so or watching it on YouTube. So where can they find you, and what are you up to?
Man, they can find me. I'm on let's see, I'm on YouTube. Just type in Das the Witch Boy. I mean, literally it's like one of the first people I'm gonna pop up. Ain't nobody else calling themselves the Witch Boy. But then you got my Instagram, it's just Das Damo. Twitter, which I rarely get on, but I still get on if someone shoots me a message.
Hmm.
It's Das Damier. And yeah, upcoming projects that I'm trying to do, I would say, man, I got so much stuff in the works. I don't know what to tell y'all first. Like, I got a tape coming out with my in-house producer, Lord Raiden. That's gonna snap. I think that's the one I showed you, the little video.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I got that. That's a whole separate tape. And I got the tape that's coming up. It's a concept tape. So that's coming out soon. This doesn't have a name yet, but it's coming out very soon. I'm dropping more visuals for it, so stay tuned. And yeah, that's about it, man. Just maybe linking up with an artist out in Atlanta though pretty soon. So that should be cool.
That sounds good. Does does the witch. I wanted to ask you, like, if you were to say the things that you wish you had when you were starting, what would they be?
Honestly, just fuck with yourself. Now that sounds crazy, but like literally just embrace and love yourself to the fullest. Don't try and get caught up in the hype of everyone else's sound, because why not? Like, why would you try and sound like someone? Even if you sucked but you sound different, it's gonna be like, oh, he sounded different though. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's spice it up. Like, let's make it different. Let's do something. Like, I don't know. Just someone take a new spin at it. Someone takes a new crack at it. You know what I'm saying? Someone try something. Be innovators. You know, I always try and push that. Be innovators. Still do what, you know, everyone's doing, but try and innovate it. Try and push it a different way.
In a different way.
Yeah.
That's what you wish you had knew. So now you formed yourself.
Yes, wholeheartedly. Yep, wholeheartedly. I can honestly say that wholeheartedly. Like, and it took time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole concept of how I came up with Das the Witch Boy, like, that took time. I know it sounds crazy now to say that it took time, but it really did. Like, it took time to come up with the concept, come up with the beat patterns, come up where that character's coming from, you know what I'm saying? And then hone in on it and then give it out.
That's excellent. You know what? I have a secret. He got up one morning and it just came to him. Yeah, right.
Never like that, man.
It takes time.
Takes
That's
time.
this is it. You'll be performing though. So ladies, creative people, just stay tuned. He'll be performing. He'll be doing something later from the shooter, right?
A shooter, yeah.
Yeah, the shooter. So let me ask you this. I have a question.
Yeah.
And I really, really want to ask this question.
Yeah.
So for like, if you were to sort of say anything, to complain, to whine, to bitch, to
He said to bitch.
hey, I didn't say that.
I feel
Only
it.
ladies
Look
can say
at
that
him.
in this show. If you were to complain, you should whine, you should criticize, you should compliment any public figure, any public issue, anything out there. What would it be?
Fuck Donald Trump, and Robert Mueller is gonna go out as a legend, and that's it. That's all I want to say. It's that simple. It's literally that simple.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Hey, Trump, my homie. Trump, Mr. President. People are, headache. I wish him well, man. I wish him well.
I can't say the same.
I wish.
Really can't. I can't say the same.
I wish him well because he's a leader, you know. If anything happens, he's the captain of the ship.
So it's already sinking now. That's the sad part.
I wish him well. I wish him well.
Yep.
Mr. Donald Trump. Yeah. So that was good. So that's all you want to say?
Yeah.
All right. That sounds good. So at this point, you are about to do something little from your music track.
Yeah.
You are about to spit something out.
Yeah. Give y'all a little bit of.
So creative people, stay tuned. He is about to do something later, and you are going to love it. If you don't love it, please send me an email at iampyeric@gmail.com, and I will send you. Actually, he'll pay you $1 or $10 an hour. Just kidding. Anyway, so stay tuned. Yeah. All right. All right, creative people. He is about to spit something.
Yes. Yes.
He is about to like put down some bars. So let's wait for the witch. So man, let it flow.
All right. Let's get it, man. Yeah. Hey, shout out 8th Records. Yeah. I'm only trusting the shooter, the shooter, the shooter. My nigga got a Ruger, leave your ass whacked in the casket of task. Gun in the mask with a beautiful matching. I'm matching, you matching. Let's roll out the sack. Might double back if I need him again. And he's shooting and scoring. I'm loving the wins. Rather be filled than respected at best. Meeting locations and shakes over paper. I'm pacing and waiting the bounty ahead. Up in the apartments in Sweden, my pocket take me to the tropics, someplace I forget. Spark up the gas and you know that I'm boosted. Won't make a scene, little bitch, I make movies. Hit from the back while I'm puffing the Lucy. I'm doing magic but don't have a broomstick. Hey, I'm only trusting the shooter. I'm only trusting the shooter. Hey, I'm only trusting the shooter. 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 I control the sky. Make you come alive. Wicked appleberry drink in my cup. Pack of berry fusion, Dutch getting stuff. I can feel the black and smoke go down in my lungs. And I'm politicking with them killers at once. Say he wanna pop it off in his joint. Say he wanna pop it off in his joint. I control the sky. Make you come alive.
That was
Yeah.
that was
Make
Dodge the
you
Witch
come
Boy.
alive.
That was
Yeah.
Dodge the Witch Boy. That was Dodge the Witch Boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
hey. I know you said something about what you just sung. You said you are explaining something from your view
Yeah.
about the shooter.
Yes.
Would you want to elaborate more about it, like the idea behind it?
Yeah, the idea is like, I feel like not everybody, but certain people, they got people that will really ride for them. You know what I'm saying? So this is just my view on somebody that was really going to ride for me, how that would look like, you know what I'm saying? How that would set up if I needed something taken care of or handled, how that would kind of, you know what I'm saying? How that would look like.
It
So,
would look like.
yeah. So I try and,
So it was a pleasure, man. It was.
Yeah, man, this is dope. Hey, man, I just want to let you know, for real, like, this is cool what you got, like, set up here, man. I like you giving people a platform. Like, you're giving real creative people a platform to voice how they feel. So, man, much respect to you and your whole team, man. So, this is dope.
Thank you. And that was Daz, the witch boy, not the rich, the witch boy. Yeah. Hey, that was crazy of me. Anyway, sorry for shouting in your ears. This is creativity. It's an idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative people, and I am your host, Pyeric, and today's guest is Daz, the witch boy. He's a music rapper. Oh, my bad, a music artist. Gee, where's my brain at? All right, man.